Good evening to you and welcome to Capital News at 9:30. My name is Kulthum Abad and first, the national news. Local and foreign livestock scientists have started research to establish the type of foot and mouth disease virus that has spread across the country and is also attacking wildlife, particularly rhinos. Here are the details.
The announcement was made by panel leader of the experts, Professor Ludovic Kazwala, from Morogoro Sokoine University of Agriculture, SUA, at the beginning of their meeting in Arusha. Professor Kazwala, who is also the chairman of Tanzania Veterinary Association, said the aim was to get a vaccine to eradicate the disease affecting mainly cattle, sheep and pigs, while David Patton from Britain said they will also examine viruses of the disease from other countries.
There are a lot of challenges for control of FMD because it's quite a difficult disease to control. It's very contagious, it spreads very rapidly, and as I've already mentioned, you have reservoirs in wild animals as well as in domestic species. So you have to have a very well organized veterinary service. You have to have very good laboratory services who can properly diagnose and characterize what is going on.
The panel includes lawmakers from the Ministry of Livestock Development and Fisheries, researchers from Sokoine University of Agriculture Veterinary Laboratory, Tanzania Wildlife Research Institute, Tawiri, and Burbite Laboratory of UK Institute for Animal Health.
Britain has pledged continued support to Tanzania in its effort to eradicate lymphatic filariasis and make the disease become history in future generations. Here is the report.
The pledge was made by British Minister for International Development Stephen O'Brien when launching immunization against filarial infections in Pongwe, Tanga, as part of a nationwide campaign to control the disease. He said his government has decided to extend full support in the struggle against lymphatic filariasis in Tanzania, where coastal regions, including Tanga, are worst hit, making the residents fail to participate fully in economic activities.
And we all want to build on the success which is focused on patients, on integrating the services, and on our community workers.
Land disputes in Tanzania has been attributed to lack of procedures as well as special land survey and evaluation, which leaves most part of the country unsurveyed, causing land monopoly by large-scale investors. Here is the report.
The statement was made by Commissioner of Human Rights and Good Governance, Joachim Della Mello, when launching study report on land grabbing for biofuels energy. Managing Director of Lawyers Environmental Action Team, LIAT, Emmanuel Masawe, said they discovered many things which were a menace to people, leading to marriages breakdown and lack of land for family subsistence farming. He warned that if the situation is left unchecked, there is a danger for ordinary Tanzanians to lack land and become laborers for large-scale foreign investors.
More than 60,000 hectares of forest were being conserved in 9 villages of Kigoma district surrounding Mahale Mountains National Park in south coast of Lake Tanganyika. Here is more on the story.
Director General of a non-governmental organization, Frankfurt Zoological Society, Gerald Bigurube, says the move has been taken following massive human activities which have seriously encroached vegetation of the park. During celebrations to mark 50 years of independence held at Buhingu village in Kigoma district, Mr. Bigurube said the project was part of benefits extended to villages close to the park. During the ceremony, acting Kigoma Executive Officer Adam Misana urged leaders of the villages to enforce bylaws aimed at conserving forests and land use planning to ensure natural resources are protected.
Moshi-based Coca-Cola Bonite Bottlers, a subsidiary of the IPP group of companies, has launched a new fruit juice called Minute Maid to meet demand of fruit juices in the country. Here are the details.
At the ceremony, the firm's general sales manager, Christopher Loyruk, said the juice is a mixture of natural fruits and initially the product will have a taste of mangoes, oranges and pineapples. Country manager, Tanzania Coca-Cola, Dimenji Olania, said before the product is spread across the country and initially consumers will begin getting supplies in Dar es Salaam, Moshi and Arusha. The Minute Maid fruit juice product has also been launched in Kenya and Uganda.
Our target is to actually have the Minute Maid juice in all these packages I just talked about in main
region's residents at large by using the available natural resources.
Oiko Credit Tanzania today in Dar es Salaam disbursed 10 billion shillings to 12 institutions, including credit societies, who will then advance the money in soft loans to disadvantaged people in a bid to empower them. Here are the details.
Tanzania country manager for Oiko Credit, Deus Manyenye, said his organization strives to uplift the standard of living of Tanzanian poor and has already approved more than 36 billion shillings for lending to this group since it began operating in the country.
Oiko Credit is an international organization based in Netherlands. We are here today as we have got the office in Tanzania as well. We are today disbursing 10 billion Tanzanian shillings to 12 institutions that have got loan recently. And we had just together with us with the Director General for COASCO, who is basically the Chief Inspector for cooperative societies, sharing views about the challenges and the success stories in the way of auditing the SACCOs.
Director General of Cooperative Audit and Supervision Corporation commended the financial institution, which has an international presence in over 80 developing countries worldwide, serving over 28 million people via microfinance institutions.
Tanzania has launched a project for medicines, cosmetics, medical devices and diagnostic in laboratory to face the challenge of globalization, in which many companies manufacture substandard diagnostics. Here are the details.
Proper diagnosis and proper use of diagnostic equipment will also influence the intervention of in preventing diseases and also in disease surveillance. Because if you do not do proper and accurate diagnosis, you cannot determine whether the disease prevalence is increasing or decreasing.
Due to the central role laboratory results have in patient management, success of the program will ensure better services to the Tanzania community with better quality diagnostics. However, this should go hand in hand with improving other aspects of laboratory testing, such as infrastructure, better trained manpower, and quality assurance measures to ensure provision of excellent services to the patients.
The other expected outcome is actually to ensure availability of quality diagnostics in our country, and therefore an improved healthcare delivery at all levels, because proper diagnosis have significant impact in proper treatment.
That is the end of National News. African News follows after a short break.